Hello, Monsters of Bounty, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires and the second part of my Festus campaign, Festus the Leechlord. Well, last time we took Mindenheim.
Physician of blight.
Yes, from Toddy. Oh yes, we did, Toddy. It's ours now. I want to try beating up the orcs, see if I can vassalize them. Otherwise I could get a military alliance, but vassalizing them is, well, probably easier, so we'll do that. I don't want to upgrade anything at the moment. Now, Toddy might decide to pick a fight. He might do. I don't know. It depends. He might. I mean, if he does, we'll kill him, obviously. Nope, he ran away. That's fine. That's okay. I don't mind that. We do need to try and lure him in. Mystery meats. Less campaign movement range. Well, that makes life somewhat trickier. Now, I don't know where Toddy's gone. We need to get Dr. James Wilson down here. That's right. I'm naming everyone after characters in-house. Because, I don't know, felt like it. Genuinely couldn't tell you why. I mean, Festus is a doctor, so it just seemed like, you know, the right thing to do. Ooh, the Pigeon Plucker Pendant, which of course we know is the best talisman in the game. I do take a lot of damage from Mortal Resolves, and yet I'm going to keep doing it. Now, we can't... Right, Chaos Strategist is... casual replenishment rate and experience percent. That's okay. Chaos Commander, stand or die is pretty good. So it makes us a bit more tanky. Only lasts 18 seconds. But Chaos Gladiator is going to make Samuel himself more killy. So I think I'm going to do that, because I'm also going to get Toxic Trooper. And my plan is, we'll just sort of throw him into the thick of things. And then he can just tank everyone. What a good lad he is. Okay, so we've got 2 settlements now. I could upgrade this to give him more money. It goes from 400 to 600, which is quite nice. But if I build that here... No, if I build that here, I get 400. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to upgrade to the Corpse Mound. Because, of course, every settlement needs a large piles of bodies. Because... Well, I mean, I don't know what the Environment Agency is going to say. They are going to... I mean, I'm fairly sure that is not up to code. Having your... I mean... Just stacking the bodies in the right way is going to be tricky. I'm not going to lie. It is going to be awkward. Now, you are in range, but you will run away. I guarantee you'll run away. Does he? What, running away? Shit. Why am I going to get attrition there? Oh, because it's swampland. If I go... No. I mean, that's not going to get... These aren't... Oh, these are trees. But I want to be... Okay, if I just go here. We're going to do a little ambushette. We're going to get Dr. James Wilson.
Magic is chaos.
It is, isn't it? In you go. There we go. Get you in there. Good lads. Do you want to do anything else? Could get one of those lads. It's only 95 upkeep. Pretty cheap. We'll get that. Oh, the other thing I should point out. Now, to unlock new Gifts of Nurgle, you need to spend a certain number of souls. Now, you'll notice that I'm actually up to 800 out of 1,000 here. Even though the Bloom of Decay only cost 500 souls. And that's because it also includes the upkeep requirement. So, because I've spent an additional 400 souls on top of the 500 I spent initially, I now have... It's 300, isn't it? 5... 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 300. 300 souls. I could do... Me fail maths? That's impossible. So that's why it's that. So as you sort of like spend more souls in upkeep and in unlocking or sort of like locking in abilities, you will then get the newer abilities, unlock the ones below them, all that kind of good stuff. Other things like getting, you know, like Great Unclean ones every 4 turns, even though the upkeep is 350. It's pretty expensive. But obviously, if you get a Great Unclean one, those boys, they are largely in charge. Now, come on, Toddy. Come on. You know you want it. You know you want it, Toddy. Give it to me, Toddy. Aldebrand, that's not It's not what I asked for, was it? Alright, well, Toddy's down there. He's still in a particular... And I can't reach that either, thanks to fucking mystery meat. I'm just going to have to sit there and hope. I think the garrison should be okay. Mindenheim looks pretty undefended, though. So I wonder if they'll go for that. We need to build this up ASAP. Let's get human trials. That sounds fun. Right, come on. Come on, you bastards. Fall for my trap. Ludenhof, don't you dare think about going for Brass Keep. I need... Right, come... Attack me here. Come on. Come on, you useless bastards. Fall for my sinister and deadly trap. That's not what I asked. Oh, well, looks like Toddy lost Wisemans to Kazrak. Hey, buddy. You wish to help Kazrak? You know what, mate? I do. I do. What if I... Okay, not a trade agreement. How about just that? You give me some money. We'll be friends. That's chill. Okay, let's go for this. You'll run away.
If things live, there is opportunity.
Okay, we can attack this.
I'll ignore that.
It is a lot of stuff, though. It is a lot of stuff. I reckon we can still do it, though. It is going to mean killing a lot of people. And then obviously we've got Ludenhof to worry about as well. Can we... Can't we do anything here, can we? You still have the plague, right?
What an interesting...
Okay, well, we still got missile resistance. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's just kill them all. Okay, we're just going to charge straight up the middle. Well, there is a slight exception to that. We have some doggos behind enemy lines who are going to go and grab the key building here, this objective, which gives the enemy defenders 15% melee defense and extra leadership. So we're going to go and grab that. Already reinforcements, so the garrison are peeling off units to go and try and reinforce that area. Unfortunately for them, too little too late, as we're going to grab that key building very easily. It's obviously going to make our attack a little bit easier. This is very nice. Oh, our little nurgling is bleeding all over the place. I kind of wish they'd given the demons different coloured bloods. I mean, it's, you know, it's fine. It's not a hill I'll die on, but it just would have been nice, that's all. Oh, someone's head fell off. Samuel is getting right in there already, up to 5 kills. What a guy. Festus and James moving up now. Trying to get the heal on the old giant there because... Oh, and a little stream of corruption. I remember the name! Holy shit. We're doing some damage aura as well, so that's quite good. Okay, let's go and see what the doggos are up to. So the doggos are kind of a little bit of a standoff here, as a unit of pistoliers and a unit of spearmen have moved up to try and harass them off the objective. Now, they are not moving, and the pistoliers do not want to get too close, because if they do, they'll get mobbed by doggos. And also, basically, the doggos should be able to deal with any one unit of infantry. Now, although their stats aren't great, they do have a reasonably good charge bonus and very fast speed, which means if you can get in and around, and they do have fast attacks as well. So if you can get round behind, I think they have fast attacks. I'll have to double check the files actually. It's one of those things that you just don't see in the files, unfortunately. So the pistoliers have got some shots off on the Chaos Warhounds. They're going to chase them down. They turned and tried to run too slowly, and they get caught by the doggos, and those pistoliers are now going to die horribly. Meanwhile, the spearmen trying to decide what to do. The problem is that whatever they do, they'll be attacked from both sides by Chaos Warhounds. So here we go. We're attacking them with Chaos Warhounds. They turn to engage the Chaos Warhounds. More Chaos Warhounds coming from behind. They are a Chaos Warhound sandwich, and they are the meat. The delicious, chunky blue meats. And you can see those spearmen are getting absolutely shredded. So far, so good. We're holding the objective from enemy units being sent. And if they're sent just hodgepodge, just one at a time, then we should be able to hold that basically forever. Samuel is up to 60 kills. He's having a lovely time. He's really enjoying himself. He's got regeneration. He's got healing elixirs. He basically can't die. Oh, how I missed blood. Now, enemy reinforcements are on their way. I was trying to decide whether to wait for them, kill them, and then go on the garrison, but I was like, the garrison was the bigger threat, so we went for them first, hoping to smash our way inside the settlement. You can see that our giant is currently bludgeoning Boris, trying to wipe them out and use the settlement against them, basically. Doggo's still holding out. You can see more and more units are now sort of like trying to mass. But you notice they're just standing there. They're not actually attacking because they know these doggos are good boys. You can see already 39 kills on these guys. They do not want to face doggos. God, the healing's real down here, isn't it? Samuel, 96 kills. That is the upside down sexiest amount of kills. Festus up to 200. Okay, so, you know, Festus is kind of winning. If we were having a contest, Festus would be winning. The trolls are kind of doing their own thing. They're just rampaging, having fun, regenerating. A little bit of damage there, but they're doing okay. 40 kills. Soaking up missile fire very nicely. Pushing further into the settlement now. Got some units peeling away to go and grab some of these objectives. There's a few units hanging around the centre there. But we're grabbing objective after objective. You can see a unit of swordsmen now trying to grab this objective. Nope, that was silly because they're now dog food. Oh my god, look how quickly their health is going down. Now, because these guys are completely surrounded on all sides, they are losing health incredibly rapidly. And there we go, we're peeling off again. As spearmen move to try and reinforce the swordsmen, but they're just too slow. The swordsmen got wrecked so quickly, and the doggos then just scarpered away to come back later. So now capturing this objective again, and the doggos, you can see, sort of spread out all over the place, using them to using that micro. Smashing this spearman unit there, and then taking on this slightly smaller spearman unit who were the target of the doggos previously. That is not a problem because you won't be drawing breath soon. Okay, so we've managed to like 4 enemy units have been wiped out here by 3 units of doggos, and we continue to hold the objective. Okay, the enemy reinforcements have arrived. They're sort of like splitting in 2, with some of the units coming around the front where we went into the city, and some of them taking the long way round. There's kind of like a little path here that runs around the side of the settlement and then in. The trolls, I've kind of not been paying attention to them. They're just kind of doing their own thing. Splattering these swordsmen very quickly. Oh, little bursts of flavour there. The doggos now mopping up. They've done so well. Genuinely, I didn't think they'd be able to hold this objective, but they have. Just nomming away on all these units, and yeah, there's 4 units sent against them, and they're all basically dead now. This is just mop-up operation. We've wiped out 4 enemy units with 3 doggos. Down here, the marauders with great weapons, dueling some spearmen. They should have that pretty much in the bag. But we could potentially bring some doggos to help. The doggos now sweeping around, just finishing off those units. Oh, lag. Again, I never get lag actually in the battles. It's only in the replays for some reason. No idea why. Okay, so those Pistoliers now charging into combat. So they're dead. The Spearmen shattered. The Swordsmen starting to rout. They're all dead. That objective is very secure. Okay, we're bringing more units led by Festus to engage the enemy reinforcements. Marching over the piles of dead bodies. Some Chaos Warriors already getting stuck in. Now, I am not paying attention to my trolls, and they have basically solo engaged the rest of the enemy reinforcements all by themselves, which, you know, in fairness, pretty ballsy. What wasn't really what I intended, to be honest. Hadn't really I'd kind of forgotten about them. Doggo's helping to mop these spearmen up, grabbing that objective over there. Samuel up to 137 kills, grabbing this objective here. He's chased off three or four enemy units all by himself. And it's just basically a mop-up operation now. This is about the time where I realised that my trolls are in trouble. However, they did manage to get 141 kills, which is pretty good. And then enemy losses take effect. And the trolls are fine. So, you know, could have been worse. Well, I certainly think that was fairly successful. Oh, the good boy doggos. Holy shit. What a bunch of legends. Let us occupy. Apparently war was declared between the Tree Hammerers and the War Grove of Woe. I mean, to be honest, considering the name, not a massive surprise. You know, you've got a bunch of very big burly boys who really want to just start hammering some trees, and you are a tree, you may take umbrage to that, which is, you know, fair enough. Oh, we've got some guys, and James Wilson's level. How many? 3 skill points. Holy shit. Let's do that in evasion, and then we can grab Fleshy Abundance. 2 skill point. Oh, good. Right, we're getting Toxic Trooper, and I'm going to make you hard to hit. And then Dr. James Wilson coming in. First battle. Getting his path to glory. I can't remember what he did. Was it fighting another spellcaster or something? I'm fairly sure we didn't fight another spellcaster. Not really a major issue. But more, you know, less winds of magic cost and cooldown reduction on his spells, which is pretty great. So we want Penumbral Pendulum because that is a great spell to have. So we will do that. You are very expensive, but I do like the cut of your jib. Plus, I would like 2 giants. 2 giants. 2 giants Festus. Could get rid of some demon spew. Potentially. When can we get that? We need 1,000 twisted blessings. Oh, that's nice. Or be rank 5. Once you hit rank 5, you can then upgrade. And once you hit rank 7, you can upgrade again. To either be chosen, or you can go to Chaos Knights if you're a thingamajig. I think it's level 7. Oh, it's rank 6, but you need profane weaponry though. And if you're a Forsaken, you get the joy of being turned into a spawn of Nurgle. So you know it's all there. It's all there. Okay, we got plenty of money, which is exactly what I wanted. So we can upgrade both of these, and I can get even more money, which is just grand. Now you've got plague. I don't think it's a particularly problematic plague for you. I think you'll be fine. But we do have some friends here. I'm hoping we can get Kazrak on side. I think we can, because I reckon Kazrak is a huge fan of old Toddy. They've got previous there, haven't they? So I reckon... you've run out of plague. Hang on, let me fix that. More growth. And... I don't know, that shit. Because we've got the infections, may as well spend them. Why not? Why the fuck not? Is that a... oh, it's a blood ground, that's why. Yeah, because it's in the site of a... yeah, okay. It's fine. As long as Kazrak is doing this chaos things, we can definitely be friends.
It would be unwise.
Hello. No, I was going to kill you, but now how do you feel about those guys? You're not a... well, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, but maybe we can kill you and vassalize you. Oh, Midland's dead. Well, okay. I guess... really? Can we not have a trade agreement? Can we not do... who are you at war with? The Reichland. Well... I'm almost certainly going to be at war with the Reichland at some point. I think we're going to move in this direction. And we're going to do something like that. We've got upgrades ticking along there, which is great. I don't really need the casualty replenishment rate. And I could... I guess it's worth doing this to just start ticking along. I mean, more melee attack from... I mean, a lot of our units are marauders, right? So, let's get that one. I feel like we've got the souls now. We can sort of like spend our souls. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're also going to be killing Ludenhof because basically he is too much of a thorn in my side now. So unfortunately, Daddy's going to have to go. He does a great up the bottom one. What are they called? I want to say facsimile, but that's something different. Yes, you're going to give me money for a trade agreement. Okay, thanks. Suppository, that's the one. Different. Facsimile, something... Don't go and get those two mixed up. Very confusing. Very confusing. Don't get those two mixed up. Okay, everyone's receiving plague. Fantastic. Unless, you know, you don't like being infected with plague. Let's... have we still got that goddamn... no, we're just slow. Nice. You can now move an ambush stance, which is great. Makes life a lot easier. I'm not going to worry about Middenstag. I don't really care about it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Ludenhof here a swift kick in the nuts, and then I'm going to rush over and beat up Black Pit. I could always torch Hairgig as well, just to be on the safe side. I just think Talabaclan and Austin are just waiting for their chance to be a massive pain in my ass, basically. I think we want to build up our dark fortresses, right? And we want to get more of them. That's the key. We need more dark fortresses. The little settlements, they're just pointless. They don't really give us anything. If they have trade goods, they can be kind of useful, but in pretty much every other respect, you don't really need them. Oh, well, that was... no, first you went the non-aggression, and I went no, and then you went the... alright then, war it is. Okay, fair play. Let's go with this one, because this can unlock some upgrades and stuff. Also, we can get diplomatic relations with Skaven, Norska, and Beastmen. Ooh, for each active gift of chaos undivided. Ooh. So, are you at war with... no. Tell you what, hang on. You. Will you join my war against Hockland? Oh, come on. Alright, just give me a shit ton of money then. The thing about the Beastmen is, because they don't actually spend money, they seem to have an awful lot of it. So if you... it's almost like they don't understand what it's like. We've got all these shiny gold things. What does it do? You're like, well, don't you worry. I won't attack you. You don't attack me. If you give me all the gold, the little gold discs. They go, oh, all right. We were just using them to like sleep on or something. I'm like, that's fine. I'll look after them for you. Don't worry about it. I mean, although in Chaos is favour, so they really should know what favour is. They just don't apparently. To be fair, the Beastmen are very much the red-headed stepchild of the Chaos Gods. They do not give a shit about them whatsoever. It's a shame that the Beastmen aren't going to come and help us here. But never mind. I guess we'll just have to do this the old-fashioned way. I'll tell you what I could do, though. Could I... I can't recruit here, can I? I should have got the... I should have got my big boy. My giant. Never mind. I don't need a giant. It's fine. I mean, they don't even... The last slot had reinforcements. This slot don't even have that. I could auto-resolve it. Do I want to auto-resolve it? Fuck it. Fuck it. We fought a settlement battle already. Oh, we got a Rod of Torment. Staff imbued with the darkest of dark magics enhances the magic ability that's bear on and off the battlefield. Oh, nothing like a good old Rod of Torment. Range damage. Explosive damage. It's like a bombardment spell. Holy shit. Well, we got fucking totaled. Alright, we'll take that. We'll take Cruden. I mean, just... No particular reason. Just feel like it. And then it's going to take us a little while to recover from that. Probably should have fought it, but... Never mind. Did anyone level... so we got... You are 3... You're level 5. That's not really enough, is it? Well, it is... Technically, if I had the ability, I could up... No, it's rank 6. Shit. Alright, never mind. Ignore me. Most people do. Let's get the Sage of Contagion. And do we get anything here which is going to give us... casualty replenishment rates. Let us go with that. And you know what? Let's get some training going on. We need some training. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Right, Dr. James. You get, less. So, Warrior Wizards, you get weapon strength 20%. I mean, it's not the worst thing. If you go to War Shrine, on the other hand, you've already got 10% cooldown reduction. You can get another 15%. And then you've got, what's your trait? Iron Skin. Oh, so you've got more armor. So you could potentially, like, do Warrior Wizard, just throw you into battle. Do you want to get stuck in, mate? You've got Mage's Influencers on. So yeah, Mages do reduce Khorne authority, simply because obviously Khorne isn't a huge, lover of the old winds of magic. What else can we get? So that's weapon strength 10%. Okay, so that would be, that's a nice boost there. Leadership, no, not to worry about that. And undivided and more armor. Okay, so I mean, we could. I'm kind of tempted to maybe do this. He seemed to approve, so that's good. Do any of these have trade goods? No. I mean, none of that's really that useful, and it's going to cost... And I can't defend the settlement, really. It's not really that useful. I'm just using it as a replenishment base at the moment. If I can get those greenskins on site, then I might give them the settlements. I mean, they'd be riddled with plague, but that's just what you get. Well, apparently the tree hammerers are no more. They tried hammering Dryka and she was like, I don't fucking think so. Quite right too. I'm tempted to go and torch Hairgig, but to be honest, it's not... hello. Can I reach you? No. You're probably going to go and sack that. But then you'll probably run away. So, if we, like, come here, we'll still get that replenishment. Let's do a little ambush. Do we have... I think defences here is probably a good idea. We can upgrade it right away. That's a sensible choice, isn't it? And then, obviously, more money. And more money. And more growth, even. What does that go? To a bone pit. First, you get a big pile of bodies, and then you get a bone pit. That's entropy for you, I guess. That's just... That's the path bodies tend to go in after a while anyway. Yeah, I did think you'd probably do... If you literally just got a horde of goblins, is that it? Right, where did you fuck off to? Where... What? Where the fuck did you go? I mean, do I... Shall I just... Fuck it, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. We'll replenish. We've got a fairly beefy garrison. They've got a horde of goblins. Now, we could get... So the resource production buildings do give you faction-wide bonuses, but... Leadership for all the horsemen, I'm gonna be honest, probably not something I'm super concerned about. So let's get haunted towers in. Why are we haunted towers? Why do we need haunted towers? Can we not just have normal towers? Are we building haunted towers? How does that even work? Logistically. Do love me some plague. Oh, you don't have a plague. Let's see. So we want pestilence, don't we? So maybe let's go with this. And then if we can spread this, all the better. I don't know where that army disappeared off to, but it's not really a big deal because if I take their settlement, then basically they're fucked anyway. So let's go with that. We'll get charioteer. I kind of want to get some chariots. I just realistically don't know how useful it's going to be. I'm guessing not very. But I still like the idea of them, in theory. I like the idea of chariots. It's just that they tend to be quite micro-intensive, and that isn't... there's units that do what they do better that aren't as micro-intensive. I think that's the problem. Well, apparently they're not home, so knock knock. Pyrrhic victory. Really? Okay, I guess we'll just do this the hard way then. So that's the Rod of Torment. Torment? It's basically Doombolt, which is fine. Doombolt is a pretty effective spell. It's not really targetable, which is kind of a problem because you can never really kind of like... Even if you cast it, the location where you cast it isn't necessarily where it's going to actually drop. So it's actually sometimes quite difficult to determine where it's going to land. But, you know, it does good damage. Alright, this gate is almost down. There we go. I do not want to send my Chaos Warhounds into that engagement. So the Chaos Warhounds are actually backing away. And they are going to go round to the other entrance, gnaw their way through that door. And then while we have everyone's attention at this gate, they're going to come in and do some rear charges. Now, it should be said that goblins are not particularly the hardest opponents to deal with. However, they do have a lot, if not rather inaccurate, missile fire. So we're going to have to make sure Mr. Chaos Giant stays nice and healthy, being that he is the tallest thing on the battlefield. He's a big boy. It's like it's hot troll on troll action. We got hornier trolls though. It's like lots of goblins already fleeing the battlefields as more and more of our marauders and chaos warriors force their way into the settlement. It's very much a bit of a mosh pit here. Fortunately, we do have fleshy abundance, so we can heal up our Chaos Giant if he does start taking too much damage. Says he's losing, but I don't think he is. I think he's winning at life. There goes fleshy abundance, so now he now basically has 1.8% health per second, which means that he's actually healing faster than they can do damage to him. So far, so good. That gate is down and the Chaos Doggos are in the city. Obviously, if they can then close the trap on these Orc boys currently blocking me, then that'll be pretty effective. In they come, charging right into the rear of them. Now, of course, the Orc boys are fairly tanky, but they're not too happy about being tacked in the rear at the same time. It's like some trolls fleeing the battlefield there. Samuel is in the fight. Of course, he now has his reflect ability. So every hit that hits him basically goes, yeah, you take 6 damage too. Now, backed up with the fact he's got, you know, high melee defense, regeneration, and he's being healed by Festus. That makes him really hard to deal with. And he's having a fantastic... He's just loving life. How are you doing, Chaos Giant? Wow, you're taking a lot of missile fire. There's just a lot of arrows embedded in your skull, isn't there? That's right, you have a snack. It's restorative. Yeesh. Okay, we need to get in there and take out those missile units before Mr. Chaos Giant takes too much damage. And we can always drop another fleshy abundance on him should we need to. We might have to. There we go. There's the fleshy abundance. Keeping him nice and healthy. I just love watching Samuel because he's just an absolute monster. If I can give him some really good magical items, he is going to be effectively a nightmare to deal with. Like, his stats are ludicrous already. But with the rest of his abilities, some nice magical items. Oh, he could do a lot. Chaos Warhounds are currently mopping up some goblins that attacked them. Should be fine. And the number of defenders stopping us from pushing out of the gate seems to be dwindling. As, you know, we murder our way through them. Samuel, I think he managed to kill a unit of goblins just by standing there and letting them hit him. Come on, boys. Come back. Take a swing. That's it. Fairly sure this will hurt you more than it hurts me. Look, you can see them all when they attack him. You can see them bleeding from the damage they're doing to themselves. Amazing. And Samuel is just racking up the kills there. Goblins are going to do 0 damage to him. All right, we've managed to destroy most of the defending units at the wall. We now need to push further into the city where there are a few extra sort of garrison units dotted about. Some Orc Arrow boys, Orc boys. There's the general over there. Nothing too problematic. Going to keep the doggos out of it because they do tend to run away. And they're a little bit eager. They get stuck in, and that's not necessarily the best thing for them to do. Samuel's at 128 kills, and I'm not entirely sure if it counts the kills from the people who've managed to kill themselves just by hitting him. Those trolls just passing by, but Samuel takes a swing at one anyway. Why wouldn't you? Also, due to his proximity, they are going to flee off the side of the battlefield. Obviously leaving the battle. And that's really good for us because unit that leaves the battlefield, well, they're not going to come back. And it also then counts against the rest of the defenders for their balance of power, which means it's going to be much easier for us to rout them. Orcara boys being engaged by the trolls. We're taking a little bit of missile fire there, but that's generally fine. And I'm thinking Samuel can maybe just run around here and grab this objective. Because they've got a barricade here, but there's no barricade here. Reinforcements arriving to help out the trolls. Got some backup now. Sort of snaking their way around the edge there. Uh-oh. Let's start building a barricade. Samuel, you've got 17 seconds. You need to get across the barricade before it finishes. You are moving very slowly. Why are you moving so slowly? You've got a speed of 71. I know you're exhausted, but come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No! No! Fuck! No, he did it! Oh, shit. He actually... oh, and then the barricade can't complete while there's someone on it. And because Samuel just managed to get onto the building footprint before it was finished, he actually managed to cross the barricade, which means they're not locked in here with me. I'm locked in... No, wait, it's the other way around. I'm not locked in here with them. There's no one here. But if there was, they would definitely regret being locked in here with Samuel. Fortunately, we won't have to find out, seeing as it looks like morale's dropping across the last of the defenders, and they are out of here. Right, gave them a right good hard. Oh, and Armour of Fortune. Look at that. Oh, I didn't get a chance to vassalize them. Okay, I'm just going to sack them. I'm going to have a chat with them. Hello.
Gods ain't welcome here.
What about if we become threat? Right, now that we have... Now, how do you like those guys? Don't know. I could try and vassalize you. Just don't know. Like, you are quite resistant to being vassalized. Why are you resistant? Baseline evaluation, however, are relative... If I can crush your army, wherever it is... Why? Your strength ranking 190. Which is... above Kazrak. Okay, your army must be out here somewhere, and I'm guessing that's what's making you feel brazen enough to stop. We've gone from a haunted tower to a guarded tower, so we've got rid of the ghosts. We called the Ghostbusters, cleaned them out, and then we just get... So why the fuck did we get a haunted tower? That's just a... And then we get rid of the ghosts, we get a guarded tower, and then we just slap some armor on it. Get rid of the supernatural aspects altogether. Fuck that. Who needs ghosts hanging around, eh? Wankers. Probably floating through walls and shit. Like the dicks that they are. We do have Fleshy Abundance. You know what? Getting less Winds of Magic for Fleshy Abundance is pretty good. Because, I mean, then we could just heal forever. And Samuel was having a lovely time, wasn't he? He was like, a whale of a time. I don't have anything to give you. I'm really sorry. I wish I did. I could give you the Armour of Fortune. But, to be honest, I think Festus probably needs it. So we'll keep that with him for the minute. And obviously we want Pit of Shades at some point. But let's go with... I do quite like Enfeebling Foe. Good. Alright, so we've got two Dark Fortresses. We're going to try and get the Orcs on side. We've got Cat. I think there might be an issue with Beastmen in that if they lose their army, they don't seem to bother replacing it. I don't know if anyone else does. It happened in Warhammer 2. I haven't seen much of them in Warhammer 3. So I'm hoping maybe that's fixed. But so far, they don't seem to have recruited any army, despite the fact they don't actually cost anything. So I guess we'll just keep an eye on that. Alright, good. That's going to have to wait until next time, though. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.